Hey, what's going on? I'm SeeJayAre and this is my record collection.
Team Canada.
What's going on, guys? SeeJayAre here with my record collection video. Many of you have been asking me to do this for years now. I've been collecting vinyl for probably 5 years. I'm not actively purchasing anything online. Everything you see behind me in this collection has all been, some of it's been inherited from family members, a small portion, maybe 10% of it. The rest is all through garage sales. So most of what you see behind me, I probably paid $0.25 to $1 for each of them. I'm by no means an expert on vinyl at all. I just pick up what I might want to listen to. Usually I'll buy boxes full. I'll just make them a bulk offer on the whole entire box, so I don't have to spend 25 minutes flipping through and picking what I might want to keep. I grew up listening to vinyl. My dad was kind of a big music head. I still remember laying in the basement listening to his reel-to-reel with headphones on. So my dad raised me on classic rock mainly. As I grew up, I really got into hip-hop. Right now I love, whenever I can find it, classic rock, old school hip hop, funk, soul, R&B, anything like that. I don't really listen to country, classical, but I got a little bit of everything there. If I find it cheap and I have space, I will bring it home. As you can see, I'm slowly running out of space. I would guess that I have probably 1,500 to 2,000 albums there. I haven't actually counted. It's not in alphabetical order, so I'm just going to grab a stack and show you guys what I have. I don't know if I'll get through all of them. The whole bottom row there is what I would call Snickle Fritz. That came from my dad's sister. He was always telling me what an awesome record, not awesome, but a big record collection she had. She was put into a home because she's got Alzheimer's, so I inherited her collection. 95% of it was junk. There was a couple cool things in there. There's a Peter Tosh album in there, I'll show you guys. But that's kind of my Snickle Fritz row down there. It's just filler right now, so I won't be showing any of that. But without further ado, I'll get to some of the stuff I do have. Okay, so the first stack here, this is kind of my blues section. It's not very big. I would like to have more. Like I said, I'm not an expert, so I may mispronounce names. I may not even know who certain people are. But I just thought I would show you guys. If you see anything that's of note, might be something that's really rare or a really good album, please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to start this off with an album by Robert Johnson, King of the Delta. This is a really good blues album. I believe Robert Johnson was the guy that there's rumors that he sold his soul to the devil for his voice, basically, to be a good blues singer. I think it was Robert Johnson. If I'm wrong, I'll look like an idiot. The Best of B.B. King. I actually saw B.B. King recently. John Lee Hooker, that's a good one right there. Eric Clapton, I've really become a big Eric Clapton fan over the years. What is this? Earl Father Hines, Live at Buffalo. Not familiar with him. B.B. King. We got some Leadbelly here. This is Taj Mahal. I know I'm going to say something, The Real Thing by Taj Mahal. I'm going to say something really stupid. Someone's going to go, you don't even know who this is? Downchild Blues Band, bootleg. No idea. I don't know if I've ever listened to that one. Sonny Terry and Brownie McKee. Stevie Ray Vaughan. Steppin' Out, Eric Clapton. Chicago Blues All-Stars. This is Loaded with the Blues. Early Ray Charles. Sonny Boy Williamson. This is blues stuff. I promise you when we get to classic rock, I know more. Bo Diddley. Some Ray Charles. Not all blues. Curtis King live at Fillmore West. Chester, I think it's Chester Burnett, aka Howlin' Wolf. The Best of Little Walter. Jay McShawn live from the Muskogee. I Am the Blues, Willie Dixon. James Cotton, Cut You Loose. Ahmad Jamal, this one's in rough shape, it's got some water damage. So that's like some of my blues section. I actually throw on a lot of those quite often. So next up, these are a couple stacks of albums that a lot of these I actually bought new. Amazon's actually a pretty good resource for new vinyl. Easy Star All Stars Trilla. This is a reggae version of Thriller by Michael Jackson. Go buy this album now on iTunes, whatever. The Roots, How I Got Over, really good Roots album. Fugees, The Score, love that album. One of my probably favorite albums ever. Paul's Boutique. This was given to me by a buddy of mine. I love that one. This one I picked up brand new because I couldn't find it cheap. London Calling, The Clash, one of my favorite albums. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? That was actually a pretty good garage sale find. Rap Attack, another garage sale find. The Police, Synchronicity. The Police, Every Breath You Take. Looks like my Police collection got mixed in here. The Police, Zenyatta Mandata. Carpenters. Journey, No More Journey Psychos. Journey Evolution. Steve Perry. The Cult. Hall & Oates. Kiss, Animalize. Yes, Tomato. Rolling Stones, 12 by 5. These are all garage sale finds, these ones. Pete Townsend, White City. Max Webster, Canadian band. High Class in Borrowed Shoes. More Max Webster mixed in here. A Million Vacations. Cheap Trick, Police, Dream Police. We got Public Enemy. I think that was a garage sale find. One of my few classic hip hop garage sale finds. CCR, one of my favorite bands of all time. Love listening to them on vinyl specifically. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. Big Amy Winehouse fan. John Legend, Get Lifted. This is a fantastic album. Great album to play from front to back. I love albums like that. Vampire Weekend. I love these albums. Again, I just love throwing these on like on a Sunday and listening from front to back. I don't know if Vampire Weekend's considered to be cool. I don't know if it ever was, but I like Vampire Weekend. This is Contra, and then this is Modern Vampires of the City. Vampire Weekend. The Roots, Rising Down. Big Roots fan. Nas, Illmatic. Al Green, Greatest Hits. This is Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon, The End of the Day. Did I gloss over Al Green here? This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Oh wow, it's like the Greatest Hits album, but I love Al Green. Sheepdogs, awesome Canadian band. Live and Burn. I totally forgot I have this. I need to listen to this more. Nirvana, Live and Unplugged, one of my favorite albums of all time. Another great front to back listen. This is Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 2, Legend of Mr. Rager. Good albums. Lumineers, this was like an impulse buy. I listened to it once and never put it on ever again. Lana Del Rey, I love Lana Del Rey. This is Born to Die. I don't have the Paradise edition. I kind of wish I did. I should buy the rest of her stuff on vinyl. I think she's great. Black Keys, the name of this album is Brothers. Portishead, love Portishead. That's the self-titled. This is Dummy. Enter the 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan. Sublime, one of my favorite bands of all time. This is self-titled, Sublime, really good one here. Beastie Boys, garage sale find. License to Ill, love the Beastie Boys. And then another Easy Star album. This is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Dub Band. So this is Sgt. Pepper's, but reggae style. And actually behind there I've got Easy Star Dub Side of the Moon. Really fantastic albums. Highly recommend you go check out Easy Star. I love reggae. So I tend to keep my better stuff. It goes from like best to worst down here. So I'm hoping I'll get through some of this. I'm not going to get through this whole collection, I don't think. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. There's a good stack of stuff here. I love Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd, Metal. This is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd, A Momentary Lapse of Reason. See, the problem with being kind of an iTunes kid is I search songs and I don't always know what album those songs are on. Just from back in the day, from just downloading single songs. So this is Pink Floyd, The Wall. I mean, I didn't need to really look at the label for that one. Pink Floyd's Umagama. Pink Floyd, A Nice Pair. Mick Jagger, She's the Boss. On to the Stones section here. Still Life, Let It Bleed, Tattoo You, Emotional Rescue. This is 40, or not 40 licks, Hot Rocks 64 to 71. Some Girls. I think that's an Andy Warhol cover. That's pretty cool. Into The Who by Numbers. The Who's Next. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin songs remain the same. Another Led Zeppelin album. In Through the Outdoor. Led Zeppelin 3. Presence. On to Neil Young. Neil Young's one of my favorite artists of all time. I love Neil Young. This is Harvest. I found most of these in one lot. I'm super happy to find. Tonight's the Night. Freedom. This is Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Reactor. Self-titled album. Neil Young. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Rust Never Sleeps. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Live Rust. Neil Young Old Ways. Neil Young Trans. And another great Canadian band, The Band. The Last Waltz. Teenage Head, Frantic City. The Animals, Arc. And The Doors, self-titled album. As you can see, I don't exactly have them all in order, pretty much at all. Alright, into some R&B / disco type stuff here. We got Madonna, True Blue, pop also in here. Madonna, Like a Virgin. Tina Turner, Better Be Good to Me. Rick James, Sweet Songs. This is Thelma Houston. So I've got two of these. One of these is I forget what they called it back then. Studio Direct Master Disc. Thelma Houston, Pressure Cooker. I got the music in me, Thelma Houston. Earth, Wind and Fire. Rays. Aretha Franklin's Greatest Hits. Aretha, Lady of Soul. Miles Davis, Greatest Hits. Herbie Hancock, Thrust. Michael Jackson, Thriller. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Jimmy Cliff, The Harder They Come, The Harder They Fall. That's a great song. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Rastaman Vibration. Bob Marley, Babylon Bus. Peter Tosh, Bush Doctor. Prince, Thieves in the Temple. Gladys Knight and the Pips, Feelin' Bluesy. Fat Boys, self-entitled album. The Velvet Moves of Nat King Cole. The Commodores, Midnight Magic. Commodores' Greatest Hits. Spinners, Dancin' and Lovin'. Roberta Flack, Quiet Fire. Diana Ross, Touch Me in the Morning. We got Diana Ross, Swept Away. Diana Ross, All the Greatest Hits. Diana Ross, Greatest Hits. Sheila E., The Glamorous Life. Etta James, Jermaine Jackson, Let's Get Serious. Janet Jackson, Control. Al Jarreau, High Crime. The Crusaders, Street Life. George Benson, Weekend in LA. More Diana Ross. Diana Summer, I Remember Yesterday. Donna Summer, did I say Donna Summer? Ohio Player, Skin Tight. Always cool album covers here. Very cool. Soul to Soul, Back to Life, one of my favorite kind of old school hip hop dance tracks. Village People. Stevie Wonder, Talking Book. Stevie Wonder in Inner Visions. Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. Looking Back, Stevie Wonder. New Edition, love that one. Bobby Brown. Commodores, I think that this is the double. Commodore in the Pocket. Pointer Sisters, Black and White. Whitney Houston, self-titled album. Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly, great song there. The soundtrack to Shaft, Isaac Hayes. Wilson Pickett, The Best of Nat King Cole. Nat King Cole, Ramblin' Rose. Nat King Cole, Just One of Those Things. Nat King Cole, The Very Thought of You. And The Beautiful Moods of Nat King Cole. Alright, some more classic rock type stuff here. We got Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. One Size Fits All. John Fogerty, left field. On to some more CCR here. What is this? Pendulum CCR. Credence Country. Cosmos Factory. Love that one. We got Greatest Hits. Bayou Country CCR. This is Revival. On to some U2. The Unforgettable Fire. Joshua Tree. Ronnie Hawkins. Roy Orbison. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, More Than Ever. Roadwork, Edward Winters Group. They Only Come Out at Night. Edgar Winters Group. Count Basie. T-Bone Burnett. The Water Boys, Fisherman's Blues. I don't know how this stuff got mixed in here. Let's skip that. Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends. Pretenders, the singles. My battery's gonna die here any second. Randy Newman, 12 songs. Glenn Miller. I don't even know what this is. More Randy Newman, Good Old Boys. Simon and Garfunkel. Bridge Over Troubled Water. What is this? Poetry in Motion. Robert Gordon. Dr. Hook, like that stuff. A little bit more. That was live in the UK. Best of Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. I had that one. I listened to that actually growing up with my dad. Self-entitled album here. Dr. Hook. Pleasure and Pain. Rising. Sometimes You Win. Bankrupt. Sloppy Seconds. Moving and Making Music. I got a lot of Dr. Hook here. Players in the Dark. Oh, glad I got to this one. Joe Walsh. But seriously, folks, Life's Been Good. That's the one I'm thinking of. Love that track. Three Dog Night Harmony. Three Dog Night Naturally. Three Dog Night Coming Down Your Way. Eagles, The Long Run. Eagles, Greatest Hits. Hotel California. Desperado. Eric Clapton, Another Ticket. History of Eric Clapton. Doors, Strange Days. The Doors, Morrison Hotel. The Doors, Greatest Hits. Full Circle, The Doors. The Roaring Silence. Manfred Mann. Little River Band. My dad loved these guys. Greatest Hits. Billy Idol. Self-entitled. Yes. Whiplash Smile. Supertramp. Breakfast in America. Even the Quiet Moments. Crisis What Crisis. Crime of the Century. Steppenwolf Gold. Greatest Hits. Eric Burden and the Animals. Kind of an underrated band there. Jimi Hendrix. Experience Smash Hits. I gotta stop there. My battery's gonna die. Thank you so much for watching this. I know this is kind of a mess. My record collections is really unorganized. I should have waited till I organized this stuff. Kind of a lot of crap mixed in with some good stuff. But thank you for watching part one. I'm gonna have to split this up in two parts because this is tiring. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching part one of my record collection video, and stay tuned for part two. As always, you can find me anywhere on social media at SeeJayAre. You can find the links below. And thank you so much for watching. Till the next episode.